Welcome to Gotta Ping. I'm Mei Ping, the founder of Gotta Ping. As a next-gen leadership coach, I help high-performing young executives and entrepreneurs like you to navigate complex people and problems with top-notch communication and leadership skills to create sustained success. In today's podcast, I want to talk about emotional intelligence and specifically how developing your EQ skills is essential to success today and tomorrow. So EQ is something that I'm extremely passionate about. And if you have been following my LinkedIn and Facebook for some time now, I'm sure you would have seen my videos and articles and other snippets of thoughts that I've been sharing on these platforms in terms of emotional intelligence. This continues to be a very popular skill to have in the professional world, and I bet you not that it is the number one skill that you need to master to do well professionally, either in your career, if not in business. So you might even wonder, why is EQ important? Like, what is this all about? Is this a trend? Is this some sort of hippie thing? Or is it something that we're just doing it for HR, right? Some sort of employee engagement thing. It's not. The thing is, EQ is something that's more instinctive to us, and ultimately it really boils down to self-awareness. Self-awareness, understanding who you are, how you respond to conflicts, how you communicate, how well you listen, how motivated are you, and how positive you are. All these are related to EQ. We are generally motivated by something that we can tag to an emotion. So EQ ultimately is emotions management. You'll be surprised to know that while it sounds so simple, in actuality, it's not that easy to execute or put into practice. Because you know what? Most people are not self-aware. Self-awareness is something that you need to set an intent and really observe yourself, the way you think, the way you feel, the way you do things. And EQ also is about putting yourself in someone else's shoes. That's why I made sure that the past few episodes on the top 10 soft skills, I talked about communication, getting along with people, as well as creating win-win relationships, because all these pretty much rolls into what a person that has high EQ will be able to respond in a positive manner. So understanding where other people are coming from allows you to better connect with them and better create a genuine relationship in terms of your career, your business, running projects, stuff like that. Having high EQ is also the ability to empathize with people. A lot of times, we are quite fixated on ourselves. We are very focused on our own wants and needs, not so much on other people. What is important to recognize is that in this current world right now, we do work with other people. So how we come across to others, they do matter as well. And hence we're back to self-awareness, where we need to know our strengths and weaknesses. Take a personality test if you haven't. My personal recommendation is Myers-Briggs. I love the Myers-Briggs personality test. There are lots of links out there that you can try out. But ultimately, the main point is this. Get to know you. Who are you? How do you react to things? What do you like and what are your preferences, your defaults? Get to know you. Get to also know what triggers you. What makes you really pissed off? What frustrates you, annoys you, drains you? And on the flip side, what makes you very excited? What makes you happy? What makes you inspired? What makes you say, ready, you know what? I'm ready to go. I'm just gonna make it happen. So all these, all in all, are part of being emotionally intelligent. Being self-aware, knowing what makes you feel how you feel, gives you so much more control over your day, over circumstances, and over different events that might trigger you if you don't have that self-awareness or you are not that emotionally intelligent. So I can share some examples with you because this is obviously a very passionate topic of mine. So I'll share one from my professional career when I was in the corporate world. I'll also share one in the current coaching space in which I am a leadership coach for the next generation. So the other day, I was having a conversation on a potential collaboration with a lady. We started off the conversation quite awkwardly because she was late. Not a single apology was shared. She was late, her equipment couldn't work, and she started, I wouldn't say nagging, she was babbling on about, oh great, this doesn't work, oh my god, this is useless, blah blah blah. The funny thing is that this is actually the first time I was having a video meeting with her. I've never ever met her before, except exchanging 1 or 2 messages on LinkedIn. But that was how she came across. Whether she realized it or not, that was her attitude. Whether it's right or wrong, it's not for me to judge, but more importantly, the self-awareness of how are you coming across to other people. Then fast forward, she asked me a little bit more about what I do, and I said I mainly work with my clients to be more emotionally intelligent and how to manage themselves so that they can lead the way in their career or in business. So what's interesting is that she immediately said to me, oh, this whole EQ thing, no one's interested because it's not something that's easy to sell. People won't sign up on trainings, hence what you're doing is useless. Okay, mind you, again, this is the first time I've ever spoken to her. I don't even know her. So it just shows you, some people don't have self-awareness. And the faster you catch yourself lacking in this part, it's a skill that you need to pick up, the faster you can reap rewards, because it's not an age thing. Obviously, if the older you get and the longer you behave like how I guess this lady has behaved, it's not going to work out. I mean, I'm sorry to break the truth to you, but that is reality. And if you're in a corporate world or in business, who are the people that you really enjoy talking to and working with? These are the people who have very high EQ. They want to understand where you're coming from, they listen, they collaborate in a very positive manner, they are generally upbeat, they're easy to talk to, and they don't, respond in anger at every single little thing that pisses them off, right? So really food for thought. And then sharing an example from the corporate world, I have also seen many managers and directors, I guess especially at the more senior levels, also lacking EQ or limited at that. But the danger is this, because they are a bit more senior, they don't necessarily recognize that this is something important. So they will self-justify and tell themselves, oh, I'm the boss, I know what I'm doing. No, you don't always know what you're doing unless you're really self-aware. Just because your staff or your team members tolerate you doesn't mean that they respect you as a leader. Ultimately, we want to create a positive and collaborative environment so that we can collectively work towards our goals. But if someone is just tolerating you just because, you don't care, you don't understand how you come across, you sound extremely rude, and like I said, the worst thing is that you don't even recognize that that's how you come across. Okay, so I'll pause here. So the food for thought for today is, how much self-awareness do you have? Are you really able to tell me what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What do people like about you? And what do they not like about you? And if your answer is I am perfect, then okay. But I think we all know that there's something deeper than that. So I really challenge you to do this exercise. Take a personality test if you want to, but ultimately, only you can decide if those personality traits work for you. And more importantly, don't get into this very bad habit of justifying the development traits. For example, you tell yourself, I'm not stubborn, I'm just very determined. Okay, but how are you coming across to the other person, right? So I'll leave you with this. And yeah, let me know how that goes. Thank you for joining me today. If we have not yet connected, I look forward to connecting with you. You can find me on my website, www.gottaping.com, on LinkedIn, as well as Facebook. The links to my profiles are in this episode's description box. I can't wait for you to join me in the next episode of my Gotta Ping podcast. Till next time, bye!